In Bristol, Tennessee, moments ago, post-race, that's Joey Logano. Remember, who got bumped by Denny Hamlin, going over to Hamlin's car and wanting to talk with Denny about it. You see the crew from the Joe Gibbs team. They were former Joe Gibbs Racing teammates. And Michael Waltrip, you said that Logano wouldn't take the apology over the radio lightly, and the pushing is coming to shoving here.
Yeah, and we can see what happened. Joey Logano pulled up in front of Denny. Denny said, "I'm not giving you a break, Joey," and punts him when he gets down to turn 1 and 2, spins Joey around, and tempers flared after the race.
Hamlin out of line.
Hamlin, you've got to give and take in this sport. He gave, he didn't take.
Matt Yoakum is with Denny Hamlin.
And Denny, I see he was coming for me, so I usually don't see him, so it's usually not a factor.
All right, thanks, Denny. Chris?
I mean, it's Bristol, but it's ridiculous. It's not, I feel like I race him clean all the time, and he's going to do that. So I understand the way he races now. That he's not my teammate, and I will race him the same way he races me.
Seems like he has a bit of an advantage down in turn 1 and 2.
Teammates last year, rivals this year. Friends, maybe never. But Joey Logano and Denny Hamlin are going to settle this right now.
Whoa, Hamlin cutting some slack. He had a run on him. Oh, Hamlin, Joey got loose. He got a little sideways off the floor.
There you go. Hamlin gave him a shot. 1 to go.
Outside, barely. Outside.
Hamlin there. Logano to the bottom, trying to hold his ground.
That's going to be tough, though. But he's been running good on the bottom. If he can just clear Hamlin right there. No way. He's going to lose his momentum. They're going to touch hard. Are they going to make it?
Neck and neck.
Down the back. Side by side.
Kyle Busch closing in.
Watch out for the third place car, Kyle Busch. He's looking.
Hamlin edges ahead. They touch. They touch. And here comes Kyle. Hamlin, Logano on the ball. Hamlin spins down the racetrack, and Kyle Busch wins in California.
I thought they'd be nice to each other. They weren't. Hard impact on the 11 car, head on. I don't like the looks of that.
Hard hit to the...
Got a slight edge, but then Joey gets loose on the bottom. Watch his car, gets loose, walks up the hill. They make contact. Then they really get together, and that's when the 22 went in the wall, and the 11 hit that inside wall hard. Watch his car. Watch the back of the car. Ooh, I mean, the whole car just came up off the ground. And I don't see any safer barrier in that area right there. I don't either, Larry.
But, Darrell, I agree with you. That's not over-aggression. That's not payback. That's two drivers racing hard for the win and refusing to lose.
He really lost his entire race car and is able to 22 to catch him.
Here comes the 22. He's closed the gap all over the back bumper now as they've caught the slower traffic. And around goes the 20, sideways in front of the 22. Kansas slides. Caution comes out.
Yeah, it's hard to drive the car with the rear tires off the ground. So, I was moving around the best I could. Joey was a lot tighter, a lot faster on a short run, but we were so much better in a long run. And I could still kind of get up the top and get around them and catching 2 lap cars. And crazy so I was clear, and I pulled up in front of him, and, he just lifted my tires off the ground and wrecked me.
What will you talk to Joey about in regards to this incident?
Oh, I won't talk to Joey. I don't have anything to talk to him about, really. So, you make decisions every day. You make decisions every minute behind a wheel. To me, strategically, that doesn't seem like such a great decision for him. But it's the one he made, and that's how he wanted to win. So I'm one of the only guys I think that haven't been into it yet with Joey. And I've always raced him with a ton of respect. I've actually been one of his biggest fans. Certainly not anymore, but I always was. So, it's a shame. I'm glad the car's not wrecked. We'll just go on Talladega and race from there.
Another group of cars peeling off.
Come on. Watching this 20. It's coming.
His 22 chopped right across me. Tell that 22 I'm going to knock his ass out after the race. You tell him. Tell him to hide behind his daddy. Came from the third lane. I don't even think he was going to pit. Turned right down in front of me and brake checked me.
Logano has an 0.8 of a second lead over second place Jeff Gordon. And Kenza cleared by Logano. Maybe no. Kenza takes him out. Logano into the wall. Caution comes out and the crowd roars.
What's going on down here?
I know we had talked about it after what we saw a couple weeks ago. I was the first to say I never expected that to happen out of the 20 car.
Helmets coming off of the crew members of the 20. Joey Logano stuck in the grass. If the 20 of Matt Kenseth can continue, NASCAR has said he will be parked. Helmet is already off of the 20. But we have to remind you why this is happening.
Joey, stay in the car.
A couple races ago at Kansas, Matt Kenseth was leading. Joey Logano running second.
Joey Logano has walked out of the infield care center. Joey, are you surprised?
Well, yeah, I thought, I think what happened in Kansas is a completely different deal. We were racing for the win, and, he blocks you a few times, and we raced hard, and he blocked me last time, and we spun out. That's what happened there. Here is just a complete coward move, especially for a championship race car driver and race team. Just complete coward. I don't have anything else to say. It's a chicken, what move to completely take out the leader when your race is over. And, we'll move on. We're going to work hard, and we're going to get our car back out there, hopefully. And we just got to win.
Joey, between then and now, had you made any attempt at all to try to resolve the situation with Matt?
They won't let me get to him.
10-4.
What is your side of the story, Matt?
Well, it's a really disappointing day. I thought we were going to have a shot at the win there. And, they were jacking up the restart real bad to let each other and his teammates, which that's fine. And Brad went in there, and I got outside of Joey, and I was going to try to race him for the win, and Brad wiped me out for some reason. I'm not really sure why. And then we had so much damage on the right front. I should have probably just put it in the garage and just got into one and couldn't get it to turn and ran Joey over. So disappointing end for sure.
Joey said it was a complete coward move on your part. Your reaction to that?
I don't have any comments for that.
There will be people who say there was intent involved, even though you said you had a right front go down. What's your comment to those folks?
Well, there's people who say a lot of things. The splitter was trying to take the ground and, got into the corner and, certainly ruined his day. I know what it's like to be that, too. Some days you're the bat, some days you're the ball. It's never fun when you're the ball. So, like I said, disappointing end to our chase. And, he's got a couple races left. He's got the best car. He might get a couple wins here and still have a shot at it. So, certainly disappointed it came down to that, man. I was out there trying to race hard as I could for Dollar General and try to get the win. I really thought we were going to have a shot for a win before, they got me the first time. So, disappointing to get wiped out twice in the last 4 weeks with a shot to win for sure.
Kenseth again wrecking and saying Joey bumped him out of the line. This is him saying and warning Logano after the race moments ago. You can interpret what he's saying when the finger is pointed in the direction of Joey Logano. And this was earlier with 15 to go. Kenseth was bumped out of line. Then when he got back in, he was involved in the wreck with Danica Patrick, blaming Joey Logano for that. Remember last year he had the suspension, exacting a little revenge on him. And Chris Neville is standing by right now with Joey Logano.
Well, Joey Logano right at the front for most of today, but Joey, 2 hard hits, 2 days in a row. Good to see you're okay. But I did see Matt Kenseth say a couple things to you as he was leaving. What'd Matt say?
Nah, not much. Just, it's unfortunate. We had a pretty decent car. I wouldn't say it was the fastest car out there. It took us all day to get towards the front, but we positioned ourselves well. At the end there, I guess it was around 20 to go up there on the front row and actually up there in the lead. So I was proud of what our Shell Pennzoil team did. We worked hard all day, just unfortunately didn't end up as well as we'd like to. 2 days in a row, a couple big hits. So can't wait to get out of this place.
Kyle Larson, the outside. Carl Edwards on the inside. Green flag back in the air. They're blocking. Good go down low. Carl Edwards into the wall. He got tagged by the 22. Big hits by the 19. And the caution comes back out again.
So you hear Joey Logano. He's to the inside. He gets to a point where the 19's pulled out. He's out of the gas. He's not in the gas turning the 19. He's out of the gas because he's so low. On board here with the 19. I mean, that in real time.
Look at Carl Edwards. Look at Carl Edwards. Listen, he's smiling. He goes up. He's having a conversation with everything on a line.
He shook their hands.
He walked up to apologize to Todd Gordon, said it was 100% my fault. And in fact, he told Todd Gordon, he said, tell Joey, go get it, go win this thing.
For second, and here come Logano and Kyle Busch for third.
3 wide going in there to
turn 3.
This is going to get ugly. It's going to get ugly down here, boys.
And pushes around. Martin Truex is money in Las Vegas. He wins. Kyle Busch slides down the pit road, and teammates are side by side at the finish for 4th. Leads the most laps, wins every stage, and there's trouble on pit road.
Is that Kyle Busch in the middle there?
It's Kyle Busch and Logano.
Kyle Busch and Joey Logano's crewmen involved there. Let's show you what happened out on the track to precipitate this.
A little bit of blood on the forehead there, Kyle Busch.
I don't like the looks of this.
With Joey Logano now, and Joey, what happened when Kyle came to the car? What transpired there?
There wasn't much talking, just a lot of swinging. You know, just, I don't know, I was racing hard there at the end with our Pennzoil Ford, and, you know, Kyle and I usually race really well together. We usually never have any issues, and he tried to, you know, pin me down into the corner underneath Brad, and we about crashed on entry, and then I was still trying to gather it up by the center, and I was going to spin out, so I'm trying to chase it up, and he was there, so, yeah, obviously nothing intentional, but obviously he thinks that, so, I don't know, we'll move on.
Any blows landed between the two of you?
None to me.
Yeah, Joey was quickly pulled away from the center of the fight, which was involved Kyle Busch and members of Joey Logano's crew.
What led to your anger at the end?
I got dumped. Flat out just drove straight in the corner and wrecked me.
Any conversation between you and Joey, or was it just the fisticuffs?
That's how Joey races, so he's going to get it. Everything's great. Looking forward to getting back to the racetrack and getting into my race car.
Are you okay with Joey moving forward?
Everything's great. Really looking forward to getting in my race car and getting back here at Phoenix.
Speaking of that, are you glad that this is over and now you can get in the car where you're comfortable and get back to racing?
Everything's great. Really looking forward to getting back into my car and being here in Phoenix.
Joey called you this week. Is that a positive?
Everything's great. Looking forward to getting back into my car.
Good luck. Thank you.
Trouble in turn 2. It is Joey Logano.
Right front. Pretty hard hit. Yellow's out. Yellow's out. Right on time. Deep breath here, man. Deep breath. They blew a tire going into one. Oh, trust me. I know.
He raced him clean again to the inside. Martin Truex Jr. has the advantage as they come up the turn. He'll see the white flag one more time around. Martin Truex Jr. on the inside, looking for his first short track win, as well as a trip to Miami to try to defend his championship. The 2017 champion, will he get the bumper? Yes, he does. Here comes Logano. Logano on the inside, a drag race, they're sideways, and it's going to be Logano getting the win. Joey Logano fighting back.
Miami, baby.
Truex not happy.
Great job, buddy.
Logano put the bumper to the back of the 78 when they were going through 3 and 4. It moved Truex Jr. up the track enough that he had an opening. And the first thing you heard on the radio, Miami, baby. Logano has secured a spot in the championship 4.
As you were coming down the backstretch, did you know what you were going to do going into 3 and 4 on the 78?
I knew I was going to lay the bumper. You know, we raced really hard here, and you know, he kind of obviously slides up. I don't really blame him just a little bit, but he was able to clear me there. And this, the next thing you know, I knew that my win shot was just to try to lay the bumper a little bit, and that's NASCAR racing. That's what the grassroots are. That's what the fans come here to see. And some might not like it, but it's one heck of a race at least.
And you hear the fans cheering, guys. Joey Logano, smile on his face. The one thing we know for sure, Rick, his ticket to Miami is punched.
Well, and you see the thumbs up from Joey Logano, but Martin Truex Jr. thumbs down. Let's hear from him. He's with Parker.
Right, Rick, he was joining in with the crowd booing there. So, Martin, you heard the boos. You heard what Joey had to say. What's your thoughts on that move at the end?
May won the battle, but he ain't win the damn war.
That's it?
That's it.
So he's not going to get there. You're not going to win the championship.
He ain't.
How do you retaliate?
I'm just not going to let him win it. I'm going to win it.
You're going to make it championship 4?
It's the plan right now.
And anything you want to say to all these fans out here that have come out and seen the show?
Appreciate them being here. They're awesome, man. This place is great. We should be in victory lane right now. But, you know, it's just the way it went today. It didn't work out. But proud of my guys, proud of our team. And, you know, everybody said we're out. Said we couldn't run good at Martinsville. We don't run good at short tracks. Our team's shutting down, so we can't make it to the championship 4. Yeah, bring it on. I'll show you. I'm going to show everybody.
Would you have done the same to him in the same position?
I was next to him for 6 laps. I never knocked him out of the way. We were going to race hard for it in my book, and you know, I cleared him fair and square. We weren't even banging doors for me to pass him. He just drove to the back of me, knocked me out of the way. So. Yeah, it's short track racing, but what goes around comes around.
The walls, the 22 of Logano. The 11 put the 22 of Logano into the walls. It came off a 4.
And there's some heavy smoke out of the 22. Left rear tire run. Oh, the left rear looks like it's going flat quickly.
A lot of damage to Joey Logano. He's going to go up into the wall.
Hold the brake, hold the brake, hold the brake. Keep coming.
Discussion, everything was civil, and then like Joey does, he does a little, push and then runs away. So that's Joey. It's scared. He said, "Do you want to go?" I said, "Yes, I'm here," but then he runs away. So
what was the altercation on track that led to it?
I got close off of turn 4. It looks like we got together, and it looks like collateral damage. He blew a tire, but I mean, he would probably say, short track racing.
You gonna try and find him after this?
No, I don't need to find him. Pretty frustrated. I mean, he just kind of came off the corner like there wasn't on a car on the outside of him. And we ruined our day. A shot to win for sure, and we probably weren't going to beat the 19, but we had a top 5 for sure coming our way if we just were able to survive there. And I don't really know what happened, because once he started hitting me, he didn't lift. He just kept finishing me off. We ran each other fine all day, so I don't know. I don't really know what happened. Here's the replay. He just kind of sends me up there and keeps on going with it. Cut down my tires and fender rubs everywhere. So, at the end of the day, we still got a decent finish out of it, and got some points in the stages at least. But little frustrated with the situation. Wanted to talk to him about it, and maybe I should have shoved him at the end. It may have escalated a little bit more, but it's frustrating. It's a lot of passion out there.
Most of the cars have a reserve fuel switch in it, so the guys know about a lap ahead of time when it's going to run out, so they'll fill it sputter. Flip that up.
Sorry, James. Kyle Busch almost saved it. He collects Logano, and he's in the wall with Keselowski.
Yeah, you saw Joey Logano trying to keep Kyle Busch behind him, tried to block him, and Kyle went to the inside, and I think they made a little bit of contact and around, or what really just ultimately created this mess.
Yeah, Kyle Busch is walking my way. Kyle, blocking is part of this deal, and sometimes blocks go wrong. What'd you see happen?
Yep.
Yeah, I said it correctly.
That's right.
So I'm new at this pit reporting things, but we're going to take a look at it, and it just looked like that you can throw one block, but 2 or 3 is too many.
Yeah, that was one right there, and then I finally was able to get my car to turn right there, and then was going to start getting back to his inside. I didn't know how much room I had, and my car loosened up his car first, and then it just started turning him down the hill, and we all collided, but yeah, that's just part of it, I guess, racing for the lead.
What I wonder is you're racing so much, and then single file, and then it's crazy.
That's why we stay single file, is so we don't do crazy, because we don't know how to do it. So, you know, I thought our M&M's Camry was driving really good, and I felt confident in being able to make that move because I hadn't had my car out of shape at all the whole race long, you know, and we were good to go on fuel. I don't know what everybody else's fuel situation was, the guys saving, but I don't know that they were going to make it. But we had a head of steam coming, and when we got there, man, we just had to slow down like 2 seconds a lap. So it's like, I know we're faster than these guys. We can drive up through here, and we made good headway through the middle there, and then just closed up.
Yeah. Vince, what's happening?